short one today that I just thought of. Okay, yeah, we all know Trump doesn't want to move out of the White House because the feds aren't going to touch a sitting president. They just won't. But let's do a whole timeline, mess up reality switch. Take a president that was president during slavery, Washington, whoever, or a politician, whatever. Give him tunnel vision. Put him now a couple years ago. Now, teach him about World War II as much as a elementary or junior high kid would know. Teach him about the Civil Rights Movement as much as an elementary kid or a junior high kid would know. Then show him a bunch of guys walking down the street with Nazi symbols and a protest that ended up with some guy running a little girl down in a car, and then ask him if these were bad people. Now, if you know the answer to that question, it would be obvious to him. To a guy that was surrounded by racism, slavery, all that, his entire life. And you know he'd instantly say, yeah, the people holding up flags representing the most evil man that had lived in the last 200 years, yeah, those people are bad. Or a guy running down a little girl in a car, yeah, that's not a nice guy. Not. There was bad people on both sides. Now, if you can do that to a guy from the past, how come you don't expect better than a guy that's been in business in one of the most so-called culturally diverse cities on the planet, New York? Supposed to be culturally diverse. I know a lot of racist motherfuckers live there, but he had to have done business with other races. Had to, right? I mean, he was born with a silver spoon shoved up his ass, but he's had to have done business. So why would we expect more from a guy that's only had dealing with racist pricks and actually owned slaves than we would someone that grew up when after the Civil Rights Movement and after World War II, that should have known what that shit meant. And during his presidency had, from lack of a better word, the second Civil Rights Movement happen in his own backyard. And he condemned them. Not what any other smart president would have done and got his ass seen by every reporter on the front line of that protest, or at least supporting it. He condemned it. Dude condemns people fighting against racism, but doesn't condemn people that run down a little girl and hold up flags that represent one of the darkest times in the last 200 years. And he's surprised when he loses the election and people don't like him. You know what? If you don't condemn Nazis, most people don't like Nazis.